This video will show you how to graph a function in Excel. For this session, we will look at graphing the function f of x equals x squared. Okay, this function is quadratic, hence the graph should be a parabola. So the first thing you need to do is you need to label two columns. So we're going to label the A column with x and the B column with f of x. The values that we put in the A column will reflect values from the domain of the function, and values in the B column will reflect values in the range of the function. For this graph, we're gonna go ahead and assume that x goes between -3 and 3. Okay, we can pick a different interval for x, but just for this particular discussion or presentation, we're going to assume that x goes between -3 and 3. So I'm going to put the value -3 into cell A2. This is cell A2. You'll see that it tells you what cell it is right up here in the left-hand corner. The next thing we have to do is we have to go ahead and specify what is the increment in x. So we're going to assume that the increment in x is 0.1. So each value in the cell is going to be 0.1 bigger than the value in the cell above it. So the value in cell A3 is going to be -3 plus 0.1, which is -2.9. These two cells define what is the first value and also define the increment in x. To specify the other values that we'll be plotting, we go ahead and we select on the right lower corner right there. You see it, a little x, and then we pull it down. Okay. All right. And I'll just pull it down to, let's say, about right there. Notice that when I do that, it gives me values from -3 to 1.8. Now remember that I want to graph from -3 to 3, so I have to pull it down a little bit further. And there we are. So in the A column, we have the values of x that we're interested in plotting. Now the f of x we get by taking what's in the A column and squaring it. And we can do that in Excel by putting our cursor in the B2 cell and typing equals, okay, A2 to the second power. In Excel, the little caret is the exponentiation operator. Once we specify the relationship between this cell and this cell, then we want to replicate that relationship in all the cells below it that have a value in the A column. To do that, we go ahead and we do copy. We select copy above here, and then we just go ahead and we drag down to the cells that we want to fill and hit return. So right now we have the values of x and f of x that we're interested in graphing. So now I go ahead and I select everything I want to graph, which is right there. I come over to insert, so I select insert up at the top of the screen, and I go over to scatter. You notice that when we do that, it plots every point that is in the A and B column with a little square. To get rid of those, we just go ahead and double click on it and change our marker option and turn that to none. So you can control what your line looks like by double clicking on the graph. That shows you how to graph a function in Excel.